want to make sure that your technique adopts all of those.
Okay.
Okay? Anytime you hit a shot that is less than a full swing, I want you to choke down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? Gripping at the very end is a power fundamental. We don't need power. We
Right.
need finesse and control and consistency.
Got it.
So we're going to choke down, makes the club a little shorter. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your feet very close together. This will be about as wide as I'd ever see on tour. Tiger Woods might be like this.
Wow.
So I want you to be very close together with your feet. Just be really balanced. And you're going to just slide what we call open. Just slide. So here's my belt buckle. We're going to turn where it's just a little bit. We're going to just slide. Just a fraction. And your handle is going to be slightly lean. You're going to kind of start like this. Okay? So let's start with that change. I'm going to add some other pieces to this, but I want us to get somewhat comfortable with being close together, choking up a little bit, slightly open, weights and hands slightly in front of the guard. Now with that discomfort, you might miss a few, but in a short amount of time, you will be very comfortable with this, and standing wide will seem unnatural to you. And that's where we have to get to. That looks really good right there. Matt, this is the chipping session that we did. On the left was your technique before I adjusted it. And certainly one of the things I adjusted was your setup. And you can see how on the right you now have your feet closer together. You choke down a little bit. You are getting your hands more forward. You have a nice straight line through the left arm and shaft. Here you had a little bit more of an angle. And so much better setup on the right here. That probably felt really good.
Yeah, it did.
That was really good contact. One thing that's different about these swings, with a full swing, these pros are going to be in this position, eyes down, when these hands get to here.
Okay.
You know, you hear all the time, keep your head down, boom, and then they'll come up and have a nice finish. This shot here is one of the few shots where I want your chest and hands to swing, and even your eyes can swing with the club.
Swing with the club.
So you can finish looking here. So I want you to just swing your chest. You don't want to stop the chest and then flip your hands over.
Right.
You want to come through here.
Gotcha.
So one of the fundamental techniques of good chipping is to have that face on line longer.
Gotcha.
And if you keep your chest here, it'll automatically turn over on you.
Gotcha.
So I want us to practice. My elbows are right here in my side, and they're still right here.
Gotcha.
So do a couple of rehearsals where you feel like your triceps are sitting on your pecs, and they're connected. It's just a unified swing, a swing in your core. That's it. So you feel a connectedness. So you're not just popping it with your hands. You're swinging your core through.
The whole body's coming.
Exactly. Now it can be a soft, smooth, connected, and very stable contact. Good. Let's keep working with that technique. About every time. The radius of your circle is locked in. Yes, there we go. There. Oh, yeah. Does that feel a little better?
Yeah, it feels really nice.
Oh, that was really pure. Matt, the second thing we worked on after we adjusted your setup was how you swing the club with the chest more than the hands. And so the swing on the left was your chipping technique when we only adjusted the setup. And then on the chips on the right, your setup on the right, was when we added the additional change of swinging the club more with the chest. And I want to show you the difference between these two swings. First on the right, notice that when you come into the golf ball, how your lower body is basically just stabilized and not moving at all. And when your hands get just past your body, you can see this strong angle that you have right here in the back of your left wrist that you've really cupped and flipped that wrist through. Now let's look at your technique on the right. So notice that your club gets much higher. You can notice how this leg and hip move toward the target. Your hands are in front of the chest. Here's the angle of your shoulders. So your chest is basically pointing at your hands. You're doing a much better job of swinging the chest through and letting your eyes finish, looking at the target. Much different. Here you just kind of flip the hand and threw the club up in the air while your eyes are still looking down. So you're now swinging your core through the ball. Much more connected swing. You're going to have a lot more control. Very good. This is now a longer pitch shot. The key is not to flip those hands in there.
Okay.
All right, now I'm seeing just a little bit of this on the end.
Okay.
Instead of keeping it right here. Go ahead and get your grip. We're going to come through holding that angle.
Okay.
Don't swing too fast right now. Let's do some shaping drills. Much better. That's closer to what we're looking for.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was really smooth. I really like that one. You're just tossing balls on the green. That's all it is, just a little tossing motion. Very good, just keep that going. Practice this feeling now. You're just shooting free throws now. How you position your swing arm. If your weight gets on your back foot, that moves the low point behind you.
Okay.
That's why we want to have that weight on the front. And also, if you get too, as I start widening my stance,
It's pushing it back.
it's pushing it back. That's why we have that feet closer together. You want to kind of feel like you're leaning into a wall on your left side. That'll help you minimize. You always sometimes hit it fast, but that'll minimize how often. That was very clean.